In a time of uncertainty, action can feel really, really good. But what if you don't really have clarity on the action steps that you need to take? I'm going to talk about that on the podcast today. Recently, I was on a discovery call with a musician, and he told me that he had always dreamed of creating a chamber music weekend experience for local students and amateurs. What a great idea, I said. Have you thought about where you might host it? And that stopped him. For a moment, he had never thought about that. He was quickly able to identify a few different venues that he could access, from a local church to his own community clubhouse. How many people could you fit in a space like that? Would you advertise the performance, or just have it be friends and family, or just the participants? How much time would you need for rehearsals? Would you send out the music in advance, or would you have everyone just sight read when they show up? Would you have professional coaches and teachers helping out? Where would you get the music? Would you just use public domain material from IMSLP, or would people bring their own pieces that they wanted to work on? Would you have an arrangement made for the large group, or only, little small groups? Would there be other activities along with this weekend, or would you be providing meals or buying a pizza for people? Where would the money come from? Would people pay to attend? Would you write a grant for this, or collaborate with another larger organization? Would you self-fund it? How much would it cost you actually to make this dream a reality? And what is stopping you? It turns out that in almost every case, and I've had this conversation or versions of it over and over again, the first stop is logistics. People just haven't thought about when on their calendar they actually want to make this happen, or what are the actual steps that might make the project go. When we break it down to the where and when and the what and the how many, it's not that hard to see how the idea could work. None of the steps are that hard to accomplish. Renting a room is as easy as picking up the phone, and marketing can be as easy as just reaching out to people you already know and starting to talk about your idea. The real stopper is fear. Wait, you mean I'm supposed to do this myself? Little me? Who am I to put a group together? Who am I to teach a class in this subject? Who am I to create a real event that people might want to attend? And I see this for my clients all the time. I want to start a quintet. I want to have a concert. I want to teach this skill that I have. And the next thought is, so who's going to hire me to do that? Or who can book me to do this? Or where is the quintet that needs someone like me? And, sure, maybe that works out every now and then, but the thing that you get to do as a grown-up, as a creative human being, you get to do it yourself. And it's such a liberating feeling to realize that the gap between your dream and an actual real-life experience is yours to bridge. Who are you to organize a chamber music retreat? Well, you're the person with the idea, and you're the person who wants to see it happen. And maybe that is authority enough. If this is you, if you are feeling this fear, might it be assuaged by this exact trick that I ran with my client, the trick of locking down some details and breaking the big idea down into really small, manageable steps? This might feel especially relevant to us all this week. I'm recording this on Election Day here in the US, and I have no idea what world we'll be living in by the time you hear this on Thursday. This election feels like an enormous turning point for our country, with basic human rights at stake for more than half of our population and far-reaching global implications. And beyond my own vote, which I cast last week as hard as I could, there's nothing for me to do but doom scroll, or so my brain would like me to believe. But I do have projects that I want to accomplish, and those projects are within my control. I can focus on the thing I want to do or make or have, and I can find concrete, actual tasks to do, and I can do them. And tomorrow, no matter what chaos exists, I can do more tasks. And at the end of the week, I'll be further along than I was, and I might begin to believe that the big ideas in my head are possible. And I want this for you, too. Because no one's gonna do it for you. If you want something different in your life, if you want to see something new in the world, you get to make it. This is the life you have, and you are the authority. What is the baby step that you can take this week? Can you put a date on the calendar? Can you invite one person to your event? Can you make something real happen? I hope that this episode feels helpful to you. If you need some help breaking down your own project or fanning your flame, developing your own enthusiasm for your own project, or if you need help getting out of your own way a little bit, I would love to talk with you. You can book a short free call from my website. The link is in the show notes, or you can just email me and we can look at how to get you unstuck. This is Crushing Classical. It's a Happiest Musician minisode of Crushing Classical. Make sure that you're subscribed to this podcast. And now that I'm sharing these minisodes on YouTube as well, you might as well subscribe over there too. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.